Hello everybody. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about skin prep. Okay, hey loves. So the biggest thing with getting a flawless base is skin preparation. And a lot of people think that just throwing on a primer and calling it a day and then throwing on your makeup is the preparation that we're looking for. I can guarantee you it is not. So I am still learning every single day about being a skincare consultant. There's still a few more things that I need to do for more knowledge before I'm comfortable really calling myself that. But today I wanted to do a video about the Skin Prep 101. So this is a basic skin prep that anybody can do and everybody should do. So we're going to talk about dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, and mature skin. Those are some skin types. Obviously, we can deep dive into like more, if you're wanting more videos like this, we can really deep dive into each skin type and really dissect each skin type and all of that. But today we're just going to stick with those categories. And just do the basic how to get a flawless base and easy steps. So again, please, before you take any advice, do skin tests, patch tests before you try any product. If you are working with a dermatologist, listen to them, do your own research, but these are definitely good things to be thinking about when you're going to be doing products. I can list some products down below of things that I really like, but again, I don't have oily skin, I don't have mature skin, so I haven't used a lot of products. I haven't used any products for that. So definitely do your research on your products. These are just some steps that I think are really good to be doing. So this is Skin Prep 101. So we're going to start off with dry skin. So this is how to prep for your makeup. Number 1, cleanser. This should be the first step to any sort of makeup look, or even if you're just going to be doing your skincare. Cleanser, it's going to be your best friend. This is going to be leaving any grime and any like unnatural stuff and any natural oils that are just stuck to you. This is just going to get them off your face so that when you're putting your makeup on, you're not putting it on a layer, you are putting it on your skin, because having all these natural, which it's good to have natural oils and stuff, but if you have that layer just sitting on your face, it's almost like you're putting makeup on a mask. So it's good to give yourself a clean base. It is also really nice because it gives you hydration. If you get like a hydrating cleanser, it's really nice if you have dry skin to really like get that moisture into your skin. Especially with a lightweight hydrating one, you don't want anything too heavy because your skin won't be able to take too much too heavy. You don't want to start off with a heavy cleanser because you're going to go for more of a heavy moisturizer later on. So I would stick with a lighter cleanser just to really rid yourself of any uneven layers. Then I would do an exfoliator. Do not do exfoliators every day. Exfoliators are not meant for every day. They're more like 1 to 2 times a week. Start with 1, work your way up to 2, maybe 3 if your skin can get away with it, but you should not be doing it more than 3 maximum. But exfoliator is the key of getting rid of any like dry skin, peeling skin, flaky skin. If you're having like dry patches, any rough patches, it's really good just to exfoliate them off and allowing for new growth, new skin cell growth. It will also leave your skin with a brighter layer, getting rid of that first patchy layer. It is important if you have dry skin to exfoliate, as dry skin does tend to build up. So I would be doing this about 1 to 3 times a week, but 1 to 2. And then the next step I would do is moisturizer. I would do a little bit more of a heavier moisturizer, a little bit thicker, to really, really get that into your skin. Thick creams tend to stay a little bit more emollient than the thinner creams do, so it's going to be a little bit more beneficial and last longer. Apply a little tip that if you're going to be showering before you put your makeup on, or just anytime you shower and you have body moisturizer that you like, put the moisturizer on about 15, like between when you get out to 15 minutes after you shower, so you have that 15-minute time frame, because that's when your pores are going to be open and the most absorbent. Then after the 15 minutes, they're going to start just to, dry off, and they're not going to close, but they're not going to be as absorbent as when you're fresh out of the shower. Then the last thing before you put on your makeup, primer. Some people don't believe in primer. That's perfectly fine. If you don't believe in primer, just throw on your makeup. If you believe in primer, something that adds a little bit more of the dewiness to your skin, because you don't want anything too mattifying, because the mattifying is just going to cling to their dryness, and obviously it's going to give you more of a patchy, flaky look. It's going to really cling to any dry patches that you have. I used to have that big issue where it would always cling to my nose, and now I know that I need to use a little bit more of a dewy product around my nose area. Make sure that your primer has a thin consistency. You don't want to apply any thick primers to your skin, because then that's just going to be, again, creating layers that are unnecessary between your face and the makeup. You really want the makeup to look like it's just a part of your face, not sitting on your face. So once the moisturizer is melted in, then you can throw on your thin primer. Just do a thin layer, nothing too crazy. This just allows the makeup to stick a little bit better to your face, adding a good primer. Alright, let's move on to oily skin. So this is, again, how to just do 101 prep for makeup. Cleanser. I would do a cleanser that is mixed with moisturizer and a little bit of oil. Yes, it is okay for oily skin people to have oily product. You don't want things that will accentuate the oils, but it's okay to use something that has oil formulated. Just a little bit, but mostly you're going to want things that are moisturizing, because you might be oily, but that does not mean that you are not hydrated. This hair keeps like sticking out, but you can still be dehydrated and oily. So I would do one that's a little bit oil combating, moisturizing, and so oily formulated for like oily skin. The one that is formulated for like cleansing out the pores of any excess oils and dirt is really good to be using. The best way to explain it, you're going to want a moisturizing cleanser that will strip any excess dirt and like any grime from your pores and all of that, because you want to strip out anything that is causing that oiliness, which is usually build up in the pores. So you want to strip out any dirt, grime, anything that can be causing any acne or anything, but you still want to be adding hydration to your skin. Because sometimes your skin can be overcompensating. If you're extremely dehydrated, your skin can be like, we need moisture, and it overcompensates, and then you're too oily. If you have a lot of acne, getting a cleanser or anything that has aloe vera in it can help soothe the acne a little bit. Now, exfoliators. Excess oil creates like this barrier around your face of just like layers of dead skin. Gross, I know. Nothing is gross in this good world, you guys. Don't be ashamed of it. So exfoliator is your best friend if you have oily skin, because you really want to get that layer of dead skin off of your face before you apply any makeup. Again, removing this will help create a brighter layer before you put on any of your makeup, give it more of a flawless base. It will also help to even up the tones, and the more that you keep up with this, again, once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, depending on your skin, the more that you keep up to date with this weekly routine, the more that you will have less acne. the less you'll have acne. It just helps prevent further irritations and further acne. Exfoliators that contain umbrine clay. They are great for neutralizing acidity, absorbing excess oil, and refining the appearance of pores. I have some notes in front of me. Toners. So toners will help to calm the skin and balance out any pH levels, which could be causing a lot of the excess oil. Is your pH balance is just off the charts. It's just being wonky, and it could be causing some excess oils. So having the toners help to balance out your pH levels can help with less oil production. And of course, moisturizer, because as I said, just because you're oily does not mean you're hydrated. So you always need to add hydration to your skin. Moisturizers, you can get an oil-free moisturizer. This is really good as it can help your skin just really absorb it, be really healthy, and just make it that your skin's not like, hey, we're dehydrated, let's combat this. I don't know. And then the last one is a oil-free primer. Again, if you guys don't believe in primers, skip the step. But an oil-free primer is great for oily skinned people. If you use like a mattifying one, it's really nice. Just helps knock down any sort of that shine that the excess oil will leave. Some people can get like really shiny, especially on their T-zone area, where like the sun hits first, their cheeks, their T-zone, chin, they can get really oily. So it's really nice to have that mattifying primer that can just really help knock out any of that excess shine right away. And it just allows for a smoother base, smoother you know, a layer of skin, and helps the makeup adhere a little bit better and last all day. Again, thin layers. We do not need thick primers. Now, if you have large pores, sometimes oily skin can come with very large pores. If you have large pores, using a primer, a small amount of like a pore filling primer could be really beneficial. Just target that right into your pores, because if you have like, say if you have a really oily T-zone that has a lot of like large pores in your forehead, nose, and chin, but your cheek pores are very small, you don't want to put pore filling primer on your cheeks, because that's just going to be a little too much, a little too heavy for your cheeks and just cause too much buildup. So you're just going to want to really put that onto anywhere you have large pores, and that's just going to fill the pores for the time being, just help them so that you don't have those holes showing through your makeup. Okay, so the next one we're going to be talking about is combination skin. So combination skin is when you have both oily and you have dry. So you'll have patches. Like I was saying, most people will have like dry patches on their cheeks and an oily T-zone, or they'll have normal cheeks with an oily T-zone, or oily cheeks, normal T-zone, things like that. They'll have either normal skin, or they'll have normal oily, dry oily, oily dry, all that stuff. But basically with normal skin is that you're neither dry nor combination. You just got full on lucky in the skincare department, and you don't have dry patches, you don't have oily patches, you don't get super shiny, and you don't get super dry, your skin is hydrated. For the most part, obviously you can still be dehydrated and have normal skin. For those, you know, still using a cleanser to clarify, make sure that you're having a even layer of skin, getting rid of any dead skin cells, because it's still really good to allow new skin growth. You can still use an exfoliator again to allow that skin growth, just once to twice a week. There are products that are formulated for normal skin, but I would stick to like the hydrating product. For primers, again, just use one. If you do need to use one, just strict hydrating primer. You can use a mattifying, you can use a dewy, things like that. So it's pretty self-explanatory for normal, but let's get back to the combination. So with cleanser, using a gentle cleanser to remove any excess oils without stripping the skin is essential, because the combination skin can have a little bit of a dull appearance due to like any of the dead skin cells just kind of laying around, the buildup, and the dehydration. A lot of combination skin will have dehydration. Just use a gentle scrubber, scrubbing cleanser, and this will also help reveal a brighter skin. The next thing is moisturizer. Using a lightweight, you don't want anything too heavy, a lightweight mattifying primer to prep your skin. You want to use the lightweight one because it is key that you're not applying too much product on your dry skin or on your oily skin, but your dry skin still needs that added moisture. So it's really essential that you're getting that moisture in, but because you're wanting to use a mattifying one, you don't want to apply too much thickness of the mattifying moisturizer onto your dryness. Again, you can use multiple products where you do like moisturizer for the dryness, moisturizer for the oiliness, but if you're just going to be doing the straight one product, just make sure that you're not applying too much, because adding too much moisture can really upset the oiliness, so you don't want to add too much, but you still need to hydrate it no matter what. And then the last one, a blurring mattifying primer, is great for combination skin, as it will help smooth out any lines. A lot of people will get like those lines. My problem with my lines is my smile lines. They're very prominent, but I love them because it shows how much I smile. And it also just helps to hide pores and any imperfections, gives a matte appearance because again, you'll get lots of shininess in your oily areas. Be very careful applying this to the dry areas. It is recommended for people with combination skin to be using multiple primers, one that will be formulated for dry, one that will be formulated for combination or for oily. But again, if you're going to be using just the one, just be very careful about your placement. And the last one we're going to be talking about is mature skin. So mature skin is aged skin. So generally people that are starting to be in their senior years, anybody that has lots of sun damage and they've aged due to the sun, anybody that has like starting to get some wrinkles or anything, like surfers get wrinkles at a young age due to being out in the salt water and of course the sunshine. So thing that is really good is cleansing foams. You just apply a small amount and gently massage it into the skin. Again, cleansing is just really good to remove any dead skin cells, any buildup, and just really remove that layer to get an even base and prep the skin for makeup and new growth of the cells. Something that's really good to be putting into mature skin is vitamin C. I really enjoy my vitamin C just to help with my skin overall elasticity and all of that. And over time, the vitamin C can really just help with wrinkles. So starting early is something I really like, just to, wrinkle prevention. But just applying a small amount, especially if you're getting any vitamin C that has any collagen in it. Collagen is essential in you looking youthful and all of that, and a little bit of collagen with vitamin C, even if you have like collagen and hyaluronic acid, just helps provide a little bit more moisture. Almond oil and vitamin C helps improve the elasticity, and of course it softens the wrinkles. So vitamin C is very essential, and then adding those as well could be very nice. Then eye cream. So adding a little bit of eye cream before you apply any makeup and just letting that really soak in can give you a refreshed, more bright under eye. A lot of the times the under eyes can look quite dark, quite sunken in. So just dab a little bit of eye cream under the eye, and it just helps to fill in any fine lines and add a little bit of plump to the under eyes. And of course, lastly, if you believe in primer, add primer. Only apply lightweight primers formulated to fill in any lines, because you don't want the foundation to really be sitting in the lines, just how like you wouldn't want it to be sitting in your smile line or your nose creases. So having a primer that helps to fill in any sort of lines is really essential if you're going to be putting any foundation on top. Okay, so that was all for today. These, again, they're just suggestions of what I've been learning through my skincare consultant school, what I've learned with being a freelance makeup artist. And again, do your own research for the certain products you might like to use. Do research for your specific skin type. But these are the Skin Prep 101s for basic, flawless makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please get a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite product is for your skin prep. And do you use primer or not? I sometimes use primer if I remember to use it. So for me, it's on and off. I really like to use it on clients, especially if they're going to be out and about all day. But for myself, it's like an on and off thing. But yeah, subscribe to the channel and join the family. I'd love to have you. I don't know what you're doing if you're not subscribed. Like, come on. Ring that notification bell, because why would you want to miss another video? So ring the bell to never miss another one of my videos. All my socials will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!